mywithersradio.com. Lady Rams basketball is powered by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Banterra Bank, banking with local style. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams on WMIX are also sponsored by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Red Lake College. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Heartland Accounting. All Stars and Stitches. Bean Insurance. Central Christian Church. And People National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the 94 Sports Mobile Studios for Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball. The Red Lake College pregame show starts now.
And good evening. We welcome you inside Carbondale Community High School. It's Lady Rams basketball regional semifinal edition against the host Carbondale Terriers. Good evening. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Avery Barton is with us as well. Bringing you high-quality streaming video courtesy of Landers Collision Centers. 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Of course, this is your Red Lake College pregame show. Tonight, the Lady Rams, who are 15-11 on the year, look to battle the tough Carbondale Terriers, a team that has been hot over the latter part of the regular season. We need to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll tell you more about this one. This is the Red Lake College pregame on WMIX.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Here at Landers, our main goal has always been to exceed the highest quality expectations of vehicle repair to our customers. This is not limited to just returning your previously damaged vehicle back to you looking better than new, but now we're offering an opportunity to continue providing you with a lifetime service of free detail. Just allow us to take care of your damaged vehicle, $2,500 or more, and you will receive our lifetime details offer. We'll restore that showroom shine and that new car smell for the life of your vehicle absolutely free. Now here's some good fine print the marketing folks left out. We also offer a premium detail service for a low price every day. That's right. We'll be more than happy to clean up your ride and get it ready for any occasion. We want you to truly get to know the best. That's why, for the month of February, Landers is offering $20 off of our premium full detail. Big or small, Landers fixes, details them all. Call us at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Change is good. Change is also easy with People's National Bank Switch Kit. Simply follow a few easy steps to discover what banking with a true community-focused bank is like. Hi, this is Star Reed with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. Stop by and let me show you how easy it is to start banking with People's National Bank. People's National Bank, member FDIC. When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's with Samaritans in Campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
Hometown proud to roll the outside today. And no matter where you shop today, roll the IGA. If it's for Robiax, you know it's fresh for you and your family. If it's for Robiax, you got the best. Hometown proud to see. Hometown proud for Robiax IGA. Hometown proud for Robiax IGA.
This is Lady Rams basketball on 94.1 FM WMIX Mount Vernon and online at mywithersradio.com. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
And we welcome you back inside Carbondale Community High School. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside for your Red Lake College pregame show. Red Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Red Lake College, of course, sponsor this pregame. Danny Czerwinski, as aforementioned, joins me now. Danny, big game here tonight for Lady Rams. It's one and done from this point out.
It is, and you got two teams that have played twice already this year. Two very close ball games here at Carbondale and at Mount Vernon, with the home teams winning those respective games. And third time, the rubber match. The winner advances to play Centralia Thursday night. So it's a big, important game, obviously, for both teams. It goes without saying. It's just a matter of if the Lady Rams can come in here on the road with Carbondale in their home gym, if they can pull an upset here tonight.
We will certainly see if they're capable of that here tonight. We'll have your Central Christian Church starting lineups up ahead and much more on your Red Lake College pregame show. We need a break. This is Lady Rams Basketball Regional Edition on WMIX.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital. If you're different.
All right, I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me. Okay, what? Do you think the State Farm jingle really works? Like, for real? Like, did you sing the jingle? Will your agent actually appear and help you out? Yeah, of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
In reality, having your own State Farm agent means having a real person to help you when you need them. Tony Wilt is that State Farm agent at 4121 South Water Tower Place, Mount Vernon.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Iowa. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back out to the 94 Sports Mobile Studios on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com.
And welcome back inside Carbondale Community High School. It is Lady Rams pregame show presented by Red Lake College. Red Lake College, you get a quality education and save thousands. Visit them online at rlc.edu. Red Lake College, it's time. Mount Vernon Lady Rams, number 3 seed in this regional, take on the host Carbondale Terriers, who are the home team on their home floor as the 2 seed in this regional. Winner will get Centralia on Thursday night. And Danny, obviously we said one and done from this point out, but the Lady Rams take on a Terrier team that has really turned it on the second half of the season, winning the Carbondale Midwinter Tournament and also a big win over Salem to close out the regular season. They seem to be on fire at the right time.
Seem to be doing all the right things well, and a Carbondale team that has improved and gotten better as the season has went on, and you have to be impressed with what they have been able to accomplish from the middle of the year till now, and it'll springboard out of their own little tournament in January into this point in the season.
That they will. We will have your Central Christian Church starting lineups coming up in just a moment. We need to slip out for another quick break. This is Lady Rams Basketball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Terry Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit service. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Hi, Roy Schmidt Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler. It has been built with something that goes beyond the finely stitched leather. This automobile has redefined driving dynamics and an efficient V6 power plant. It has been built with hope and promise because this sedan brings with it a dose of luxury and sport that had all but left the shores. It's good to know that this kind of great is at home here, that we can show the world that the difference between good and great value is in the details. This is the 2012 Chrysler 200 imported from Detroit and ready for immediate delivery at King City Chrysler in Mount Vernon. The incentives on the 200 sedan are $3,000, or 0% for 60 months, plus miles per gallon up to 37 on the highway. Come test drive the 200 today at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back inside Carbondale Community High School Regional Semifinal action. Mount Vernon Lady Rams and the Carbondale Terriers. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Avery Barton is with us as well, bringing you high-quality streaming video on MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy tonight of Landers Collision Centers. 1-888 Landers. That number is 1-888 Landers. Big or small, Landers fixes and details them all. Glad to have Landers along with us for the ride throughout the rest of the postseason as they bring you the high-quality streaming video. Rams basketball and Lady Rams basketball also brought to you by Banterra Bank, the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. Danny, your fans in attendance, obviously, as you are blowing kisses to the DC faithful.
Yep.
We, of course, have to get to our faithful starting lineup sponsor, Central Christian Church. Discover the excitement at Central in Mount Vernon. Central offers exciting worship experiences packed with energy, relevant teaching, and awesome programming for children and youth. Log on to thenewscentral.com for service times and more information. Let's check out our starting lineups.
For the Carbondale Terriers, they will go with number 5, Elena Robinson, number 15, Lacey Armit, number 23, Sarah Goodale, number 24, McKenna Miller, and number 33, Lauren Scott for Marilise Jenkins. Carbondale Terriers. For the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, a familiar lineup to us and all listeners and people that went to their games this year. Number 13, Cheyenne Piper. Number 23, Haley Lockhart. Number 24, Aaliyah Palmer. Number 25, Kelby Kuyava. Number 34, Jessica Green for Jeff Lonans, Mount Vernon Lady Rams.
Again, those starting lineups tonight and every night presented by Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Incredible things are happening at Central Christian Church. Look no further than their website, thenewscentral.com, where you can watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. Thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church. Loving God and loving people. Of course, the Terriers are the home team. Not a very full atmosphere like we expect we may have here tonight involving the home team and the Lady Rams, but should be a decent atmosphere.
Well, with SIU playing Creighton across town.
There you go.
At the arena tonight, that may have taken a chunk out of some of this crowd, which goes to the favor of Mount Vernon to not have to deal with some of those being loud and boisterous for the Terriers.
Some, but not all. As we are about ready to get started here, the Terriers will be in their home whites with black and silver trim. The Lady Rams, meanwhile, in their away blacks with orange trim and orange numerics trim in white. Lady Rams basketball, as always, of course, presented by Banterra Bank. Start off the postseason with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC.
T. Wiley, Jimmy Dean, and somebody that had to drive a long way to get here. Greenfield, Illinois. One of the officials was assigned to this game tonight.
Yikes.
Greenfield. After the first 70 miles, then the referees can get mileage.
So how much mileage is he going
I
to
don't
get?
know, but I'm going to figure it out. But another person from our area, Kevin Hall from Benton, was sent to SHG tonight and Thursday. And a guy in the previous game, Eric Saunders, was sent from DuQuoin, Pinckneyville area to Edwardsville twice last week.
They gave him a better trip tonight.
Yes.
It'll be Lockhart and McKenna Miller to tip. It'll go to Carbondale in the backcourt. Goodale gets it across the timeline. Left wing, dribbles in the lane, finds a wide open paint. Now Scott along two from 18. It's good. And just like that, the Terriers take a 2-0 lead. 7:48 to play in the first.
1-2-2 press here by Carbondale. It's imperative for Mount Vernon to handle the press and attack as well.
Palmer up the left side. Got it from Piper. Now back to Piper on the South 7 insignia, which you can see on mywithersradio.com if you want to watch us tonight. Left-hand dribble from Cheyenne. She took it to the left wing. There is Kuyava. Look it in. Off the lob, throws to the right wing. Turnaround off the right elbow. Inside the paint for Lockhart's no good off the back iron. Rebound to Palmer. Now she'll throw from three. No good. Rebound to go left baseline for Goodale. And here come the Terriers. Trap in the corner, though. Almost turned over. Miller able to recover. And here come the Dogs. Up two. It's 2-0 with 7:12 to play in the opening quarter. Goodale with it across the timeline. Up top with it momentarily. Now gets back to the left side off of the wing. Scott looking to make something happen. She's one of the Terriers that advanced to the three-point showdown tonight. Congratulations to Jessica Green. She'll be back here on Thursday regardless of what the Lady Rams outcome may be, as she advanced in the competition as well. Coming up the left wing, it's Goodale looking up top. Able to find Armin. Armin a couple of dribbles with the right hand. Gives back to Scott for three. No good off the right iron. Rebound will be tipped away. It'll be controlled in the corner by Palmer. Gets it to Piper, and here's where the Lady Rams will attack. Thrown across the timeline to Kuyava. She'll dribble length. Layup is no good off the back iron. Rebound to McKenna Miller. And the Terriers have a couple of defensive boards trying to convert that into 2 more points. With Goodale in the lane. Kicks over to Scott. 15-footer is good. Scott has all 4 for the Terriers. 6:24 to play in the quarter.
Running out's one thing. Closing out and getting a hand-up's another. Mount Vernon's only doing half the equation, and she's knocked down 2 out of 3 shots.
Glad to have you with us tonight from Carbondale. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Right in the lane, it goes to Green. Green, the benefit of a blocking call on Lacey Armit. That'll be her first, team's first. 4-0 Carbondale. 6:09 to play in the opening quarter from the Carbondale 3A Regional. To be triggered by Kelby K. Right of the basket, looking inside, gives to Green. Thought about the 15-footer, dribbles in the paint, found a wide open right side, and gets it off the block, off the scoop. 4-2. Lady Rams cut it in half. 6 minutes to play in the first. Looking off the left side is Armin. Now finds Sarah Goodale off of the left side. Coming around top of the key, throws over to the right, finds Elena Robinson. Lob down low to Miller. Posts up, it's good. It's 6-2. And the Terriers continue a 4-point run. 5:42 to go here in the first quarter. 4-point lead is what I meant, actually. Lockhart across the timeline to Palmer. Looks to the left wing, now gives back to Piper. 5:33 to go in the first quarter, and Danny, Lady Rams a little sluggish to start.
A little sluggish to start, and Carbondale's gotten away on the offensive end, but Mount Vernon needs to be patient early in attack and get the ball in the post.
Coming around from the right is Lockhart, pushes her woman off, got the shot off, rebound almost to Jay Green. Lockhart taps it to Cuiava in the lane, and they'll kick back out to Piper. She'll reset, trying to dribble down, nothing good off the double team, and will have to come back around between the circles. Cheyenne Piper the basketball. It's Piper, Lockhart, Cuiava, Green, and Palmer for the Lady Rams, of course, the starters. Nice ball fake there by Palmer to give to the right side. Green has it taken away from Scott. So a turnover to match her 4 points, and here we go up the left side. McKenna Miller shut off by Palmer, goes back to the wing, sets it up top for Goodale. Ball fake off the right elbow, trying to come wing, now gives up top to Elena Robinson. Scott has 4, Miller has 2. That's your scoring tonight for Carbondale. Green has the lone deuce for the Lady Rams. Looking for a lob down low. Miller again off the right block, leans back. Bad shot, but it's going to be tipped out to Scott, now up top. Robinson thought 3, sidesteps to the right, throws to the arc for Miller. Saw her dad somewhere in the building a moment ago, Jim, Carbondale Terriers coach. And now it's going to be a back tap off of Goodale. It'll be stolen away. Lady Rams almost turn it right back over. Jump ball favors the Lady Rams. It'll go back with the Black Unis. 4:15 to play in the first. It is 6-2. Carbondale on top. Lady Rams basketball is presented by Banterra Bank. Nail a 3. Go for the account with no hidden fee. Banterra offers a totally free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC.
Important for Mount Vernon here. Stay close. Don't let Carbondale get out to a lead. And stay within this one. Get in this one. You can pull this upset off if you get to the inside.
Piper across the timeline. Now at the volleyball line. Throws to the right for Green. Looking around. Finds Cuiava. Had 12 big points in the Cahokia game. A bunch of baseline jumpers for Kelby K the other night. Doesn't get a good look there. It'll be tipped out of bounds off of Carbondale. Lady Rams will reset. Jimmy Dean will hand it off to Cheyenne Piper. Coming out to the right is Palmer up top to Cuiava. Looking inside, Lockhart has it tipped away. Tries to get it back off of Robinson. Steals it, slides backside for Green, and that'll be a foul on Carbondale, their second.
Reached in. Miller, Mount Vernon right now very scrappy. Good to see. Struggling a little bit at times offensively with this good Terriers defense, but they're not doing a bad job of fighting back into this one. It's a matter of them making shots right now.
Worked into Lockhart, now to the right side. Giving it back to Piper off a screen from Cuiava. Her 3 bounces up and then bounces back through. 6-5. Lady Rams back within 1. Here in the first, 3:42 to play.
Need breaks like that.
Ooh, gotta love it. Now Miller throws up a long deuce. No good from 17 inside the left arc. Rebound went to Lockhart, and here come the Lady Rams. We will select a Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game in the post-game show. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dix, Ina, Woodlawn, and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Keeping it personal up top is Cuiava. She throws right side for Lockhart. Thought about something there. It looks like she wanted to go to Green. Does so off the right block. Pushes off. Shot up. No good. A rebound will go to Sarah Goodale, and here come the Terriers. Up 1 at 6-5. Thought about taking it to length. Kicks out to Scott. Foot on the line. They will rule it a 3 if it goes in. No good. Miller stripped off the rebound. Out of bounds off the Lady Rams. It'll go back with the Terriers. So happy Valentine's Day from us to you. As we have some girls basketball action on WMIX, and of course online at mywithersradio.com, courtesy of Landers Collision Center. Coming from the right corner, long 2 from Scott is good. She has 6 in the 8.
Very simply, you got to get a hand up. You go out there and mess around, she's going to bury some shots on you. She did there again.
Lady Rams are down a tray. Forced to Green up top, nearly stolen away in the front court. Cuiava gets control of it, throws up a jumper, no good from the right. Rebound to the left, it's to Scott at the wing, and here come the Terriers. 2:35 to play. Opening quarter action from Carbondale High School. We'll get you a scoreboard update in a moment. The runner off the baseline is no good from Goodale. And here comes Piper across the timeline with 2:24. Pass the left wing. Looks like she wants a screen from Green. Won't matter. Robinson able to shake back. And Piper goes back to the circle. Bounce pass to the left elbow. There is Lockhart. Gives back to Piper to tie it from 3. Good! And we're tied at 8. Big 3 by Ms. Piper, and it's 2:05 to go in the first. 8-8.
Need some of those to go in if you want to spring this upset on the road.
Up top, Goodale looks off to the left wing. There's Scott working it back from Miller. Waits for the D to clear off. Glass good. Off the right block. There's McKenna Miller. She has been the X factor this latter part of the season, carrying the load.
She's a beast underneath. You let her catch it that close, you may as well go to the other end, put 2 points on the board.
And now Lady Rams are working across the timeline to Palmer. Back to Piper, South 7 insignia here on the left side of the floor. Glad to have you with us, WMIX, MyWithersRadio.com, where you can listen and watch on our website. Up top, it's Piper, looks to the right, bounce pass to Quiava, comes off the wing, looking around, trying to find Green. Had a screen from the elbow. Now trying to keep the ball away from the defender. That's Robinson. Back to the right wing, it'll be Palmer. Bounce pass to Lockhart, left arc, looking around, had to battle Armit. Now gives to the right side for Piper. Piper has 6 of Mount Vernon's 8. Now with a left-hand dribble, she'll back up free throw line, nearly losses. Scott got a hand in there. And she'll settle in the right corner. Gives back left of the circle now for Kelby Quiava. Less than a minute to play in the first quarter. 10-8. Carbondale's up a deuce in this regional semifinal. Annie's won earlier. They'll play Thursday night against the winner of this one. We'll get you a score in our scoreboard update in a moment. Coming around from the right elbow, Piper in the paint. Turns the basketball over off the travel. And Danny, let's get a quick scoreboard update.
Centralia beat Marion 51-20 tonight in Highland, but Mater Dei beat Jersey 63-51. At Champaign Central, Centennial beat Rantoul 61-39. At Edwardsville, Edwardsville beat Alton 74-27. And a huge upset at Belleville West. It was Belleville West beating O'Fallon tonight 56-38.
Scoreboard update is presented by Tony Wilt State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, it's Tony Wilt, Mount Vernon, 42nd South Water Tower. Or visit them online at TonyWilt.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Look at the backside. It's through the hands of Christy Scally. Scally got some big minutes here early December when the Lady Rams had a 13-point lead in the second half and ended up falling to the Terriers. Don't recall much of her back at Shagnon in the overtime thriller back on January the 12th.
No, but again, this Carbondale team, Mary Alice Jenkins, done a great job building depth throughout the year.
At the circle, of course, is Piper working to the right side. 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 2-point ball game. Piper the hoop off the left block. She's blocked. Rebound will go to Goodale off the tip from Robinson with 6 across the timeline. Goodale length the floor, traveled in the lane. Did they catch it? Jimmy Dean says yes. Turnover Carbondale. 3.7 seconds to go. Lady Rams still have a shot here as we near the end of the first quarter, down 10-8. It'll have to be Carbondale will get a defender now on Piper. She has it, gives back to Lockhart. She'll run it up, three-quarters court. That'll hit the screen and fall right back. So at the end of one, it's Carbondale 10, Lady Rams 8. This is Lady Rams basketball presented by Banterra Bank.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit service. Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Thank heavens you're getting an income tax refund. Second Chance Auto will give you the best value for every dollar you spend with a great selection of late model cars, trucks, SUVs, and minivans priced under $10,000. Most come with a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Not only will you get a great quality vehicle, but bank rate financing as well. No gimmicks, no credit checks, and instant approval. That refund couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks to Second Chance Auto, family owned and operated for 32 years on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582. For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Now back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Carbondale Community High School 3A Regional Semis. Here as we start the second quarter, Lady Rams trail 10-8. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Avery Barton here with us, controlling the camera. Jesse Clark pushing the buttons back in the studio. Carbondale with the basketball to start. Goodale with it up top. Has Scott wide open right corner. That's where she'll go. Palmer quick to get there. Should have had the popcorn off break, and now it'll be tipped out of bounds by Green, right sideline. It'll go back with the Terriers. Wow. Between the circles, it is Sarah Goodale with the basketball. Follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports, as you heard coming off of the break, or on Facebook, WMIX Sports. As Armit comes around left side, she picks up her first deuce of the game. It's a 4-point game now, 12-8 with 7:32 to play in the half.
Options galore for Carbondale to score here. That's amazing to me, the depth that this team has improved all year.
The Lady Rams are going to get this here tonight. They're going to have to want it more and a lot more and battle through a lot. Through the circle goes Piper, right elbow to Lockhart. Back to Piper's off the screen. Left wing three is no good. Rebound in the paint to McKenna Miller. That's one of those shots that looks great if it goes in, but ultimately did not. Scott with it right corner, gets back to the right wing. Goodale, left-hand dribble to the opposite elbow. Now gives left side. Nice ball fake by Robinson. It'll be swung around to Scott here off of the right wing. Hannah Owens ready to check in for the Lady Rams. Robinson with it off of the left wing. Remind you that Scott's going to try to sidestep to the defender. That'll be a block on Haley Lockhart. Don't bank on the away team. Bank for the locals with Banterra, locally owned and operated. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Glad to have you with us, courtesy of Banterra Bank on WMIX. Video tonight, of course, courtesy of Landers Towing and Collision Centers. You can check their new location out on Benton Road. They also might offer you a surprise. That'll be a great deal on a detailing your vehicle. Give it that showroom shine. Landers, 1888 Landers. That's 1-888 Landers as Miller was coming in backdoor inbound. Fouled on the way up, missed a shot. She'll go to the line to shoot two.
Mount Vernon got lax on the inbounds and allowed Miller to position, and then they had to give the foul in order to prevent her from making that layup.
First free throw on the way. Miller is no good off the back iron, so that'll be a great equalizer both ways. The Lady Rams can sink some, they'll get back in if the Carbondale keeps missing. Well, they're just like that, except can't allow Carbondale to get the rebound. As Goodale got the rebound, stuck it back up, no good. Rebound right in the middle of the paint. They'll fight for it. And that is going to be a foul instead of a jump ball.
Mount Vernon's got to box people out, standing around on free throws, allowing second, third chances. That won't help you win on the road.
As Hannah Owens picks up her first foul, it is a box set coming in off of Carbondale's. Goodale scoots to the right and then feeds the corner for Scott. A long two on the way.
She's 4 out of 6 from the field. Might want to guard her. Daring time's over.
She has 8 of the 14. It'll be Piper across the timeline right in front of the scorer's table. Looking in the left corner for Cuiava. Gets back wing. Here comes Piper between the circles to the right side. Off of the right wing. Green looking around. Has Owens off right block. Goes up top. Kelby. 3 on the way. Yes! Haven't seen a lot of outside shot. I don't even know. Haven't seen a lot of three-point attempts for Cuiava. She nails one there.
14-11. That's a big basket. Get Mount Vernon back close.
Armit thought about stepping into one free throw line. Swung around to the left sideline for Robinson. McKenna Miller bounces one up top. Scott, she'll swing around right. 3 in the lane. Second time that's been called tonight.
Amazing.
So that's a big turnover there. Gives the Lady Rams new life. 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. 14-11. Lady Rams down to 3. Off the left, here comes Cheyenne Piper with the basketball. Throws it across to Lockhart off of the right side. Back to Piper between the circles. They look left. Give back to Lockhart. She'll tie it from NBA range. If it goes, no good. Rebound in the paint will go to Miller. So wide open 3 from NBA range will not go, and it'll be to Carbondale off the rebound. And apparently Scott carried the basketball. Turnover Carbondale.
Well, that helps Mount Vernon. Carbondale's not pulling away. That helps Mount Vernon.
We'll give you a Community First Bank of the Heartland Player of the Game. That'll come your way in the postgame show. Familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray Anbury at Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. And welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. On the right arc near the sideline, it'll be Piper up top now. To Lockhart, back to Piper. Looking to bounce it inside to Owens. Right there to steal it away, though, is McKenna Miller. Here come the Terriers off the turnover. Into the front court already, off the left elbow. As McKenna Miller drains the left baseline jumper.
Between Miller and Scott, it's just pound after pound with the jabs from the outside making jump shots.
That's just a great job as Goodale worked it into Armit, who immediately found Miller. Now Green works it to the right baseline. There it is, Owens. And the Lady Rams will get it all the way around to Lockhart, who goes right back to Piper off the right volleyball line. 16-11. Terriers are up 5 with 4:40 to play in the first half. Into the paint, coming around off a curl was Lockhart. No good off the right side. Rebound to Armit.
Mount Vernon's got to survive. They got to float through this time right now to get something going.
Goodale on the right side, goes up top to Scott. Now to the left wing, Elena Robinson with the basketball. Miller off of the baseline, kicks it back up top. Robinson off a screen, goes to Goodale for three with a hand in her face. It's good.
Wow. They are on fire right now. Mount Vernon with good defense there simply just couldn't get over there in time.
We haven't had the hand in her face, but if they're going to drain that, they're going to drain that. There's not much you can do. Off of the right, it will be Lockhart across the timeline. Looks back to the circle for Piper. Tip off the postseason with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC, backdoor lob to Lockhart, too strong. Was able to get it back. Jump stop in the lane, maybe. It'll roll right off the front of the iron on the hook. Goodale off the ring. Brown brings it length to the floor. Kicks out to a wide open Robinson. Right wing three is no good. The rebound comes all the way to the corner for Piper. Try to draw the foul, it would seem, on Arma. And not going to get it there in the backcourt with 3:31 to go in the first half. 19-11. Lady Rams are down 8. What a big second quarter from Carbondale. Up top, it's Cuiava. Looks to the left wing. She is able to find Piper. Piper has Owens battling for position inside. Goes to Green up top. Surprised we have not seen a 3-second. Now Owens gets out of the lane. There you go. She is going to be huge over the coming years at MVTHS. Up top, it is Cuiava. Back to the right side for Piper. Now right elbow Lockhart. Looks in for Owens. Points off the glass. Yes! Freshman steps into one there. 19-13. 6-point ball game. Lady Rams trying to come back. Scott with it off of the right wing. Trying to draw McKenna Miller up top. Direct traffic. Let's see what they come with here as Miller goes back to the right for Goodale. Has Robinson left side. It'll be to Armin at the free throw line. She'll go ahead and pull up for one. In and out. Rebound to Miller. Fights a bevy of Rams. Green tried to steal it away. Does so. Scoops it to Lockhart across the timeline with 2:22. She'll pull up mid-post right side. No. Rebound back to Lockhart. Fights for it. Throws it up on her way up.
Say she traveled with a basketball.
See if we're going to have some subs here. Yes, we will. For Carbondale to be Scally and Williams into the ballgame.
The walk that was called instead of the foul fooled you, I, and the PA announcer.
Yes, it did.
He jumped in on a foul call, and he said, "Excuse me, start over."
You had the official underneath ready to call a foul, but I think waiting to see what Jimmy Dean had to say about the matter, and it ends up a turnover. We'll play on, and here we go. 2:09 to go here in the first half. 19-13 your score. Carbondale on top looking for more. Off the left side, Williams thought about the turnaround. Kicks out to Robinson wide open. Ball fake, steps in, gives back to the top for Goodale. Comes around left elbow. Looks to Scott. Back to Goodale left wing. Throws up from three. Good. She has a line drive three-pointer. It doesn't matter if you get a hand in her face. She shoots it so hard, so quick. If it goes in, it goes in.
Yeah, and right now, Carbondale shooting phenomenal in this game. I mean, just hot with this 9-point lead, and Mount Vernon's not helped themselves, not made shots.
You got to get hungry, and you got to forget your manners in a game like this. 22-13, 9-point ball game with 1:30 to play in this second quarter. Up top with it is Green. Got it from Cuiava, looking around to the right side. Here comes Piper off the screen from Green. Throws up from the inside. No good. Partially tipped, maybe. And breaking the law of verticality did Hannah Owens.
Well, that's 2 on Hannah Owens right now. She's the first Lady Ram in foul trouble again. Mount Vernon, you notice a lot of their shots are coming out from 10 feet outside the lane and beyond. And they're really trying to battle a crap shooting contest here. And right now they're rolling craps because they're not making those outside jumpers when you settle.
Nail a three. Go for the account with no hidden fee. Banterra offers a totally free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Goodale with it up top. Swings around to Robinson.
Yep.
There's a travel on Carbondale.
Too many steps to get that shot off. But right now, if you're Mount Vernon with 1 minute left to go, 1:06, you need to make sure to get some points here. You got to get this thing down to 7 or 6 going into half.
22-13. The lead is a 9 for Carbondale with a minute to go here in the first half. Left-hand dribble by Piper. She drops it off for Palmer, who emerges back into the game. Tipped out of bounds by Williams. Looking into the right corner for Cuiava. Nothing there, and the Lady Rams will reset. Side out of bounds in the front court off of the far sideline. Cuiava triggers to the right volleyball line for Piper. Don't forget, follow us on Twitter. Stay up to date. Scores, insight, and more on our Twitter at 94 Sports. Of course, you can like us on Facebook as well. Forcing a pass into the lane there to gobble it up is Robinson. And now up ahead across the timeline to the right wing to Goodale. They're going to kill some clock here. It'll be Lady Rams basketball to start. Never mind. Scott fires a three. No good for the top. Rebound into the paint for Piper. Here come the Lady Rams. They're down 9, 22-13, 23 seconds to go here in the first half. You can Facebook us as well, WMIX Sports, facebook.com/WMIX Sports as Piper comes, trying to throw it up with the left hand off the block. Blocked and rebounded by Robinson. Here come the Terriers with 11 seconds. All alone is Scott for three with 10. No good. Rebound will be tipped away. Underneath is Scally. She'll fight. Jump ball. Goes back with the Lady Rams. They'll force the turnover with 4 seconds. Identical almost to the first quarter. Forced a jump ball with 3.2. Weren't able to do much with it.
No, 4 seconds left. Mount Vernon's going to be down 9. I think they got to feel lucky to only be down 9 going into half, if that's how this ends.
It'll be to Green. Across the timeline. Races to the wing. Now trying to force the shot up at the buzzer. Yes! Counted as she bumped off her man. They wanted to travel. She threw the shot up, and it falls. Your halftime score, the Carbondale Terriers 22, the Mount Vernon Lady Rams 15. We'll come back. We'll have your second chance auto halftime show and your Heartland Accounting halftime stats and much more. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Long hours, inconsistent schedules, minimum wage, or a salary that barely keeps you above the poverty line. All you need is a better opportunity. Ren Lake College has your opportunity. The healthcare field continues to grow, and RLC can put you on the path to a great career. Openings are available in 5 healthcare programs: health information technology, medical laboratory technology, occupational therapy assistant, surgical technology, and veterinary technology. These 5 programs are offered through the Southern Illinois Collegiate Common Market, with general courses offered at Red Lake College and core courses offered at the SICTM facilities in Erin. Your fast track to a great opportunity starts here. You better hurry. Applications are due by March 1st. Why wait for a great opportunity? Find out more about these programs at rlc.edu. Ren Lake College has been the vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. rlc.edu. Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Iowa. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, equal housing.
This is 50,000 watts of Mount Vernon Rams basketball. We are 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a free service from Withers Broadcasting.
If I could see into the...
Thank heavens you're getting an income tax refund. Second Chance Auto will give you the best value for every dollar you spend with a great selection of late model cars, trucks, SUVs, and minivans priced under $10,000. Most come with a 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Not only will you get a great quality vehicle, but bank rate financing as well. No gimmicks, no credit checks, and instant approval. That refund couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks to Second Chance Auto, family owned and operated for 32 years on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582. This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball on WMIX. The Second Chance Auto halftime show starts now.
And welcome back inside Shagnon Gym. Make that Carbondale Community High School. Glad to have you with us, of course. For the Carbondale 3A Regional Multitask Fail. My apologies. We're here on your Second Chance Auto halftime show where the Mount Vernon Lady Rams trail Carbondale here in a regional semi 22-15. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Avery Barton is with us as well. Jesse Clark is back at the studio. Use that tax refund and get the car you really want at Second Chance Auto. Second Chance's selection has never been greater, and most are priced under $10,000. For 32 years, it's Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. We need to break real quick. When we come back, we'll come back with your Heartland Accounting halftime stats and a scoreboard update. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hometown proud to roll the IGA. There's a better way to shop today for Robiax IGA. If it's for Robiax, you know it's fresh for you and your family. If it's for Robiax, you got some bad. Hometown proud to see. Hometown proud for Robiax IGA. Hometown proud for Robiax IGA.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit service. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member
I
FDIC.
have to see into the future. You know what I want to know? I want to know how the whole thing is going to turn out. Did I make the right decisions for my business? Helping my daughter memorize all 50 states in alphabetical order. Did it really matter?
Understanding that the future is about planning, not worrying, is why Erie Insurance is above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon is the Beam Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 242-6017.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Carbondale Community High School, WMIX, online with video on mywithersradio.com, courtesy of Landers Collision Center. Big or small, Landers fixes or details them all. Give them a call, 1-888-LANDERS. Find out how you can save on a detail to make your car replenish that showroom shine. Give them a call, 1-888-LANDERS. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski for your Second Chance Auto halftime show. Of course, you can use that tax refund to get the car you really want at Second Chance. For 32 years, it's Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. 22-15, Lady Rams trail by 7. Let's check out the scoring and the stats.
Mount Vernon was 3 of 14 from two-point range, 21%. 3 of 6 from the arc for 50. The Lady Rams go 6 of 20 from the field in the first half for 30%. Meanwhile, Carbondale 8 of 12 from two-point range, 67%. 2 of 7 from the arc for 29%. The Terriers go 10 of 19 from the field for 53%. Mount Vernon in the first half, interestingly enough, did not shoot a free throw. Carbondale shot 2, missed them both. Rebounding went to Carbondale 17-8, doubling up Mount Vernon, over-doubling. And in turnovers, Carbondale had 7. Mount Vernon had 5. The Terriers had 4 players score in the first half. Lauren Scott led the way with 8, including 6 in the first quarter. McKenna Miller had 6, 4 in the first quarter. Sarah Goodale had 6 on 2 3-pointers, and Lacey Armit had 2. Cheyenne Piper led the way with 6 points on 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Jessica Green had 4. Kelby Kuyava 3, and Hannah Owens off the bench with 2 to give you a halftime score of Carbondale 22, Mount Vernon 15.
Get started right and let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. This is your Second Chance Auto halftime show. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. We need to take a break. When we come back, I promise we will have that scoreboard update and much more. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Time for more Lady Rams
It's Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Here at Landers, our main goal has always been to exceed the highest quality expectations of vehicle repair to our customers. This is not limited to just returning your previously damaged vehicle back to you looking better than new, but now we're offering an opportunity to continue providing you with a lifetime service of free details. Just allow us to take care of your damaged vehicle, $2,500 or more, and you will receive our lifetime details offer. We'll restore that showroom shine and that new car smell for the life of your vehicle absolutely free. Now here's some good fine print the marketing folks left out. We also offer a premium detail service for a low price every day. That's right, we'll be more than happy to clean up your ride and get it ready for any occasion. We want you to truly get to know the best. That's why, for the month of February, Landers is offering $20 off of our premium full detail. Big or small, Landers details them all. Call us at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Carbondale Community High School. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Avery Barton is with us as well. Jesse Clark back to the studio, whom I am making look bad by controlling some things remotely. And My apologies to Jesse back at the studio. 22-15 is your score here at the break. Lady Rams down 7. Let's check out a scoreboard update courtesy of Tony Wilt.
All right, girls scores, end of 3 at Cesar-Valera in the sectional. It's Bree Central over Massac County, 44-19. End of 3 at Fairfield sectional. It's T-Town beating Mount Carmel, 34-21. Here tonight, Centralia beat Marion, 51-20. At the Highland Regional, Mater Dei beat Jersey, 63-51. At the Champaign Central Regional, it was Champaign Centennial beat Rantoul, 61-39. Also at the Edwardsville Regional, it was Edwardsville over Alton, 74-27. And at the Belleville West Regional, O'Fallon lost at home, or lost as a number 1 seed to Belleville West, 56-38. Boys scores, end of 3, Sisney over Waltonville, 36-29. At the half, Fairfield over Flora, 28-25. At the half, Charleston over Robinson, 21-20. At the end of 1, Oakville over Sparta, 11-8. At the half, Steelville over Chester, 25-20. Final score, Decatur St. Teresa beat Shelbyville, 62-50. And at the end of 3 quarters, Red Hill leads North Clay, 41-38.
Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilt and State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, visit your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. You can visit them online at TonyWilt.com or check them out at 42nd and South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Lady Rams fortunate to be down only 7 here at the break, 22-15. What do they need to do in the second half?
Got to go inside more, number 1. I think they got to get some closer shots inside the paint in the rim. Got to get inside dribble penetration, too. Going to have to play some defense in the post, and they're going to have to box out, keep Miller off the boards. And number 3, close out on the perimeter shooters for Carbondale, because when they don't close out, Carbondale's been able to knock down shots like they're in an empty gym.
Goodale dribbles off the screen to the right wing as we switch sides. They will go right to left. Still in their home whites with black and silver trim. Scott with it off the left wing up top. Goodale now to the right wing as Robinson looking around. Gets McKenna Miller out to the corner. Now back to the right wing, Goodale. We're 13 seconds into this second half. Miller with it in the left corner. Now back to the wing. Scott up top. Goodale feeds right wing. Able to find Robinson. Now right elbow. Armit gets a touch. So everybody's touched at this possession for Carbondale. They'll back to the circle. Goodale dribbles around Armit to the right wing. Now a left-hand dribble, switches it to Robinson, back to the left side for Scott. Off the wing, able to feed Goodale. Now steps in the side of the arc and gives back to Robinson up top. Carbondale will go bounce past the corner for Goodale, back to left wing Scott. Now inside to Miller. They've reached the paint for the first time in the half. 6:50 to play in the third quarter. 22-15 is your score, and I think it's clear what they're doing. All right, off to the right we go. Robinson gives to Miller. Long 2 on the way, no good. Rebound will be tipped around to the paint. Goes to the Lady Rams. Big opportunity here. Green across the timeline right. Trying to turn around against Scott, able to give to Piper, who comes around. 6:25 to play here in the third quarter. 22-15 is your score. 7-point ball game. Off the right wing, it's Green. Looks inside for Piper. She's shut off. Up top to Lockhart. One dribble with the right hand. She'll go back to Green off of the right wing. Lady Rams basketball presented by Banterra Bank. Help make your kids' future a victory. Teach them the importance of saving today with Banterra's Smart Kids Savings Account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Piper off to the left. Now up top to Green. She'll dribble with the right hand, pass the elbow, kicks in the corner. Cuiava, foot on the line, good! That foot was just barely on the line, the wide of the shoe. And Lady Rams are within 5, 22-17.
Big shot. Come out, take that first basket of the second half. Set a message.
Up top, it's Miller. Looks back to the left wing, has Scott. Scott looking around. Able to find Robinson near the free throw line. Now kicked out right wing. Here is Goodale. Back to Armit. Right hand, now to Goodale. She'll dribble right elbow, kicks over to the left wing, able to find Scott with 5:24 to go. Here in the third, a 5-point ball game. Lady Rams down 22-17. Left-hand dribble, Robinson kicks out Scott, gets it right back past the arc. Down low, Armit. Rainbow shot off the glass is no good. Rebound will go to Green.
Great start for Mount Vernon. 2 stops, the basket, now they have the ball back. Time to dig in a little bit and make it rough on Carbondale.
Ladies and gentlemen, that initial sound was the sound of a multitasker. Check us out on Twitter at 94 Sports as Piper throws up a 3. No good. Rebound to Green. Out left her man trying to throw backdoor for Lockhart. There's a foul in the paint. You can also like us on Facebook, WMIX Sports.
Mount Vernon is the aggressor here early on. And you can see Mount Vernon playing 2 get back into this one. A little bit more aggressive than Carbondale early.
Both games between these two teams have been fairly close. Lady Rams on December the 13th had a decent lead in the second half and then ultimately fell, and then Lady Rams beat Carbondale in overtime back on January 12th at Shagnon Gym.
A discussion at the free throw line talking about who fouled what where.
Well, there's
Who was the
going
number
to be a
on?
discussion a little bit later, and that's going to be who's your Community First Bank player of the game. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs, Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
Took the free throws away, said it was on the floor.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Rather see him talk about it and get it right in the situation that we're in the postseason.
Amen. And on the left side, it goes to Green. Down 5, Lady Rams. Green trying to dribble in. Has to go left of the circle now for Piper. Back to Palmer off of the left wing. Palmer, Piper, Lockhart, Green, and Quiava for the Lady Rams. Same for Carbondale. It's the starters, I mean. Miller, Robinson, Scott, Arment, and Goodale. Up top is Green. Looks back to the left for Palmer, who comes around. Steps to the left off the dribble. Looking back around. Gets nobody. Needs some help. Finds Lockhart, who's able to shake her man and come back past the volleyball line.
Terrier.
Now kicks out to Palmer for 3. No good. Clank off the back iron. Rebound to Palmer, and we'll have a foul.
Terriers defense turned it up a notch here. Got a little bit more intensive, although that time got caught. And that's on Miller, and that's her 3rd for Carbondale on the push-off as Palmer got her own shot on the miss. And right now, Mount Vernon is got to get out and got to take advantage of Carbondale not being on their best game here so far to start this 3rd quarter.
Off of the right baseline, it is Kelby K to Piper coming around for the left. Gets to the elbow. Thought about going up top to Lockhart. And he'll step back to the circle. We're on WMIX, courtesy of Banterra Bank. We're on MyWithersRadio.com with high-quality video, courtesy of Landers Collision Centers. Thank you to them for helping us bring video in the postseason, as we will have a timeout. Jeff Lonan. This timeout, of course, presented by Ford Square Kingston Chrysler. Worth noting, first time out of the game. There's nothing more attractive than confidence, and yours will be at an all-time high when you buy a new Lincoln at Ford Square. Not only do you get a great offer, you also get the standard 4-year, 50,000-mile maintenance plan only from Ford Square. We're the best, never rest. 3:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 22-17 is your score. It is a 5-point ball game. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Avery Barton is with us as well. Danny, I'll tell you what, Lady Rams have worked it within 5, but those 2 points to make it 5 are the only points of this half.
Well,
Am I wrong?
That's the thing, is Mount Vernon has really battled hard to get to this point, and right now it's up to Mount Vernon to get a basket. As Carbondale defense, after they took the free throw attempts away from Mount Vernon, picked it up before the timeout. Time to match that intensity, if not go higher than what Carbondale's giving.
Trigger goes in the backcourt. It was side out of bounds, far side, right at half court. It's going to be Piper to walk it across. Right-hand dribble. Looks to the right. Now turns back left. Trying to hook around. Throws up a runner in the lane. Looks like she'll go to the free throw line for her effort. I see what you did there. Let's see. We'll have a night off tomorrow night, I believe. If Lady Rams win, we're back here Thursday. And then we're at Shagnon Gym. No, we're not. We're at Marion Friday for Rams basketball, as Piper makes the first. Then we have Saturday off. Yes, we do. Now I remember.
Across the way, hot shooting is in Carbondale. Creighton is shooting 79% from the field right now.
Unreal. As Piper makes them both, it's a one-possession ball game, 22-19. Robinson coming around from the left wing. Shut off, goes back to Goodale, who dribbles with a right hand between the circles. Now drops it off for Scott on the sideline. Left-hand dribble from Scott as she gets to the top, looks back for Goodale. Is going to have to settle for Williams off of the right wing, who's into the ball game. Looks back up top for Robinson.
To continue that point, Creighton is 31 of 39 from the field at the arena right now.
I don't even want to know the rest. Off of the right wing, Williams looks up top to Scott. What's Southern?
Don't ask.
Okay, good. Well, not good, but I mean, thank you for warning me. Williams looking in off the pass. Has Goodale coming around. Gives it right back to Williams. Dribbles. Gives back to the right corner for Goodale. And now a possible turnover as Scott just saves it from going over and back. Nice play there by Scott. She'll get it back from Goodale for her effort. She's up top. Very sloppy here on this possession for the Terriers. Bounce pass in the lane will be stolen away by Lockhart, who immediately loses it after it's tipped and go out of bounds off of Carbondale.
You like the intensity that Mount Vernon's doing right now, and you have to remember that Carbondale has only taken 2 shots, yet they've had 2 turnovers in this third quarter.
2:35 to play in the third, 22-19. Carbondale hanging on by 3. Off the left wing, Cuiava shakes it backside. Here comes Green to the hoop. Basket's good. Lady Rams within 1, 22-21.
Nice to see Mount Vernon start picking things apart. We're back to within 1. Their mental toughness has gotten a lot better in this third quarter.
Left wing, Goodale with the Scott with the basketball. Dribbles to the top. Looks for Armit inside the arc. Now into the right corner. There's Sarah Goodale with the basketball. It's 22-21. 2:05 to play here in the third quarter. We also remind you, Lady Rams basketball is presented by Banterra Bank. Scott off the left wing. She is near a Banterra Bank right now. You're never far away with Banterra's mobile banking. Check your accounts online from half court. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. In the lane, it's Armit. Her runner's good. Left just enough room in the paint for Armit to work her magic. It's back to a 3-point ball game. Lacey has 4. It's 24-21.
First points for Carbondale in the entire quarter.
Very worth noting. It came about 6 minutes and 40 seconds in. Off of the right wing, here comes Piper. Backdoor to Lockhart. Works it left block. Back within 1 to Lady Rams, 24-23.
That's what you got to do. Move the ball around, get it inside.
Up top. There's Sarah Goodale again. Off the right side, Breon Williams. Looking inside to Scott. Almost left her alone. Works it back to Williams off the elbow. Throws up a jumper. No good. Rebound is saved by Goodale into Robinson. Off of the triple team. Dribbles off her foot out of bounds. It should be Carbondale. It will be Carbondale basketball,
yes. SIU loses tonight 88-69.
Whoa. Southern down. Yikes.
It's wonderful. Somebody had 1,121 points, got beat in the sectional semis tonight.
Wow. Off the right, Goodale for 3, no good. The rebound. We'll go to Lady Rams. I think I just now understood that.
Yep.
I had to think there for a second. We'll get a scoreboard update here in just a moment. 24-23. Lady Rams are down 1 with 46 seconds to go in the third, holding Carbondale to just 1 basket. Block Piper for the lead, no good from the right. Rebound will be stolen away. Lockhart, she's looking to put it back up. No, but she'll go to the line to try to tie and or take the lead.
Mount Vernon doing those little things right now that we talked about in the first half to get the job done, and they are really taking it at Carbondale. Carbondale right now, that basket at the end of the half stunned them, and they haven't shook it off, and Mount Vernon's taking that basket on the other side of the coin that was made by Green in the half, taking it momentum here in this quarter.
To tie, no. Lockhart misses the first. Scoreboard updates tonight presented by Tony Wilt and State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance financial service needs, call Tony Wilt. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or at the corner of 42nd South Watertown in Mount Vernon. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Neither free throw good that time by Lockhart. Score remains the same, 24-23, with 37.5 ticks remaining.
Opportunities missed.
It'll be Goodale to bring it across with half a minute. Over to the left wing, finds Robinson. Gets a screen from Miller. Robinson dribbles to the top. Has Goodale coming around. She travels with the basketball. Picked up her dribble. Went to the left. Actually lost her dribble. Went to whatever direction that was. Turnover Carbondale. Big opportunity now again for the Lady Rams.
Another turnover for Carbondale. That is their 4th in this third quarter. They had 7 in the first half only.
Fresh tweet available on Twitter. Follow us at 94 Sports. Insight you won't find anywhere else because it's coming from us. So therefore, what it comes
exclusive
from anywhere else. 15 seconds to go. Right wing, it is going to be Green. Third quarter action. Lady Rams down 1. It's stolen away from Goodale off the right side. Coast to coast layup is good. 26-23. 3 seconds to go. Here comes Green across the timeline. Throws up at the buzzer. Off glass. Good! Off glass, off the window, and the Lady Rams tie it at 26. We're through 3, tied at 26. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Inez. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon.
Chevy Silverado has a very loyal base because you can't wear them out, and people keep coming back wanting the Chevy Silverado. It'll get the job done. They need a truck, and the Silverado is the obvious choice. It's a better fuel economy, better warranty than the competition, than Ford or Dodge, and, you know, they're great looking. We carry an excellent selection. Driving a truck's fun.
Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94Sports. Now back to the Rams on WMIX.
Oh, it was an off-balance 3 at the buzzer from Jay Green from the right off of the window to tie us at 26. Lady Rams and Carbondale here at the Carbondale Regional. 26-26. Lady Rams will start with the basketball. It is Piper to walk it across the timeline at the circle. Looks off to the right. Able to find Green. That is precisely, if you're watching on MyWeathersRadio.com, where the magic happened at the end of the quarter. Now Green rolls to her right towards the corner. Loses the basketball, trying to get it to Quiava. Jump ball. Goes with the Terriers. Turnover Mount Vernon.
Missed opportunity. And now we'll go back and forth. This will be the grinder that we expected out of this game after the first 2 matchups this year.
Of course, video on MyWeathersRadio.com, courtesy of Landers Collision Centers. Give them a call. 1-888 Landers. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Off the left, it'll be Robinson looking inside. Throws up top to Scott. She was hot in the first half. Haven't heard much from her since. Only 2 baskets for Carbondale in the third quarter. Goodale back to the right side. Off the wing. Here comes Scott. Left-hand dribble. Past the arc. Looking to lead down low. Corralled by Robinson. Stolen away off the interception by Piper. They were looking. Had Green wide open in transition. Not a strong point of the Lady Rams tonight. Lockhart off the turnaround. The lead belongs to the Lady Rams. It's 28-26. 7 minutes to play in the fourth.
Defensive switch by Carbondale to Lockhart that couldn't get there. Lockhart made the open baskets.
Scott with it off the left wing. Throws up top for Robinson. Looking around to the right wing, able to find McKenna Miller. Back to Scott up top. Now to the left wing. Goodale switches to Robinson. Now down low, left block. It's going to be Miller forcing her way up and in. We're tied at 28.
Yeah, Miller's a handful.
Oh, yes, she is. Scoreboard updates tonight, of course, presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, seek out Tony Wilt on TonyWilt.com. We're on the corner of 42nd South Water Tower as Owens comes up just short, but got the rebound, tipped off of Miller and puts it up and in off the left block. Hannah Owens, the freshman, comes up big. 30-28.
It's a group effort right now. Fun to watch these Lady Rams play.
That is all you can ask for at this point. All 5 to work together. Goodale with it left wing. Throws up top to Scott. 30-28. Lady Rams up 2. There in the paint is Robinson off glass. No. Rebound Miller. Tipped away Piper. But where's it going?
To Mount Vernon.
Big opportunity now for the Lady Rams.
This is huge.
I think there's some good luck charms in attendance.
Celebrity watch is big tonight.
Some dignitaries here.
They may have to come back Thursday to pull this one out.
That is if they're not scouting.
They may be a little busy. Not on Thursday. They're
oh,
not
that's
scouting.
true. I get discombobulated this time of year. Lady Rams with the basketball into the front court off the right wing. Green throws up top to Piper. Lockhart with it on the left. Looking around, has Palmer left corner, has Green up top, goes to the right arc. And there's Piper to corral. 30-28, Lady Rams up 2. Regional semifinal here from Carbondale. Lady Rams lead the host Terriers. 3 versus 2. Lady Rams the 3, Terriers the 2. It's to Green off the right wing.
I think if you get a basket here, I think the noose gets a little tighter for Carbondale playing at home. Pressure on them.
No kidding. Stripped away from Green, though, by Scott. Piper, the lone woman, back. Goodale trying to go back door. Does so. Scott shakes the defender. No good. Rebound to Miller. Put back. Yes. We are tied at 30, and just when the Lady Rams get a huge opportunity, can't seem to capitalize. Let's get technical about going green. Banterra offers free online bill pay and online statements. Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. Member FDIC. Quiava, some trouble off the left wing. Gets it to the right elbow. Green pulls up. No. And we will have a push on the rebound. Foul, Lady Rams.
Yep. Pushing underneath. A little hand-to-hand combat right now.
My, oh my.
Lockhart picks up her first on Mount Vernon here in the second half.
Length of the floor for the Terriers here. It'll be Goodale with it in the backcourt. Across the timeline, top of the key. Looks left side. Turnover Carbondale.
Well, they've been sloppy with the basketball in the second half, Chris. 7 turnovers already. Still 4:40-something left in the game. 7 now, 7 in the first half.
4:43 to go here in regulation. Tied at 30, Mount Vernon and Carbondale. Girls 3A Regional from Carbondale Community High School. Piper across the timeline, works it to the left wing for Palmer, looking in. Now back to the top for Cuiava. Back to the right wing, it'll be Piper, who looks for Lockhart up top. Now to Cuiava, forcing it inside, trying to anyway. Palmer will tip it away. She'll recover volleyball line. Wow. Both teams, there seems to be a disconnect on both sides.
Get it? It's defenses. Teams familiar with each other. They know what each other's going to do. It's about execution, not about what you're going to run.
Palmer with it off of the left wing. Up top, it'll be Lockhart with the basketball. Looks to Piper. Nice fake. She's going to go right side, trying to get some defense. Kept the pivot somehow. Puts it up. No good. Rebound will be tipped away by Miller. That's about the only thing that could happen off of that, as Lockhart almost lost control of the body. Great effort there. It'll be to Carbondale in the front court. McKenna Miller inside the arc. Trying to go baseline against Piper. Now works it out to a wide-open Robinson for three off the right wing, off the front iron. Nobody there for the Lady Rams. All alone underneath is Armit to break the tie. Timeout, Carbondale. They want a full timeout. This timeout's presented by Ford Square. The Ford F-150 boasts an exclusive EcoBoost engine, which means more power with better fuel efficiency. Test drive the large truck champion for 34 years at Ford Square of Mount Vernon. 3:35 to go in the fourth quarter. It is 32-30, Carbondale on top, and Lady Rams just broke down defensively there.
Yeah, didn't get that rebound. You can't give this team second chances this time of year to anybody, and definitely not Carbondale at home.
2-point ball game. This was a full timeout. Let's check in with some scores.
Oh, we have some finals going on around the Class 2A sectional. It was Massac County losing to Bree Central 49-21. Mount Carmel losing to T-Town 48-32. Here at Carbondale, Centralia beat Marion 51-20. Some scores of some boys action around the area. Waltonville loses at home to Sisney 54-53. Trico beat ZR 78-55. Flora beat Fairfield 49-43. And in overtime, Red Hill and North Clay are tied at 52.
Trying to find some others. I do see where Oakville was up at one time on Alton Marquette, 17-15 in the second quarter. But
yeah, haven't heard anything. Score Zone is probably getting crashed a lot tonight with girls and boys games going on Tuesday night.
A lot of people want to know how Tyra Buss did.
Yeah, she will begin her junior year.
T-Town's going to be tough. I think you have to assume a Central, Nashville, or T-Town sectional, super sectional. Turn around, Lockhart forcing up a shot. Blocking foul on Carbondale coming around from the left side. So Lockhart has a chance to tie this game at 32 as she goes to the line. Lady Rams trail 32-30.
That's what you got to do. You got to stick that body in there on the post, get some space, make that defender come at you. When she does, jump back into her and get that foul, and that's what Lockhart did there.
Lockhart's first is good. Back within one. With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Player of the game will be coming at you in the postgame show. We're tied. Lockhart drains both. 32-32, 3:17 to play here in the fourth quarter. Goodale with it up top. Looks off to the right side for Scott. Now to McKenna Miller inside the top of the key with 3:08. Back to the left sideline. It's going to be Robinson. Scott with it up top. Back to the right wing. Here comes Sarah Goodale as we'll drop below the 3-minute mark. Armit off the screen. Free throw line jumper. Off the back iron. Push off of the rebound. It'll be against Carbondale.
Yep. Great defense. Shot was put up. Foul Carbondale.
McKenna Miller's fourth.
Ooh. And now if I'm Mount Vernon, you got to take a shot here and go at Miller. But they're probably going to pull her out and now go defense for offense here.
And this is where they're going to put Hannah Owens into the ballgame. She'll come in for Leah Palmer. Lockhart, Piper, Owens, Cuiava, and Green. For the Terriers, it's Scott, Williams, Armit, Goodale. I'm missing somebody. Robinson. There you go. Those are your 10. 2:48 to play in the fourth quarter. Piper across the timeline. Looks back to the left side. To Green. Green has pass stolen away. Tipped out of bounds, rather, by Goodale. She was looking for Piper off the right sideline. 2:41 to play in the fourth quarter. 32-32. We're tied.
To finish up on your Oakville score, they lost tonight to Alton Marquette 29-25.
Oh.
And girls play.
Nice try by the Lady Rockets. Into the backcourt goes the inbound to Piper. Carbondale one to call.
wasn't going to get it. Not the way it was set up. Not with the ball from the baseline.
Left wing, it's going to be Cuyava working it back right of the circle for Lockhart. 2:25 to go in the fourth. We're tied at 32, and that'll be a carry on Lockhart. Got to protect that basketball.
They had one-on-one on Lockhart, and they rolled another player in her peripheral area, and she could see the player coming from the backside, paused and picked up the dribble, and then went again.
Lady Rams basketball is presented by Banterra Bank. Score a free throw with Banterra's Visa debit card. Provides the convenience of a checking account and a card. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Off of the right. That's Sarah Gooddale with the basketball at the wing. Looks up top, finds Robinson. Left-hand dribble. Narrowly stolen away by Jay Green. We remind you, tied at 32. Mount Vernon the 3 seed, Carbondale the 2. Here at the Carbondale Regional, 2:09 to play in the fourth. Carbondale basketball, side out of bounds, scorer's table. Right wing, it's McKenna Miller. She's sitting on 4 fouls. To the basket off of the dribble. Shut off. Gives out to a wide open Robinson with a ball fake.
Good defense by Hannah Owens to close out on the wing.
I would say so. Off the left elbow. It's going to be Gooddale now to the sideline for Scott. Back to Gooddale. We drop. Can't see the time to about the 1:40 mark. Now off to the right block. Here comes Miller. Basket and a foul.
They let her catch the ball on the block. Took 1 or 2 dribbles, backed it in. By the time the double came, she was already close enough to get up and shot. And once that point, get that close, it's over.
That scoreboard update a moment ago, lest we forget, presented by State Farm Agent, your local State Farm Agent, Tony Wilt. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or at the corner of 42nd South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. If you see that red Jeep in the parking lot, just stop in. He'd love to meet with you. 3-point play converted by McKenna Miller. Lady Rams will have the length of the floor to go. 1:44 to play. Miller will come back out. She is going to be used for offensive purposes to avoid getting that 5th foul. That's how critical she is in this one. Lady Rams down 3. Piper across the timeline, top of the key, gives over to Palmer. Now back to the right wing for Green. Green off the dribble drive, shakes in the D, carries. 2 consecutive carries for the Lady Rams. Can't play into Carbondale's hand here.
No, and now if you're Mount Vernon, you've only fouled 2 times. You're going to have to foul sometime here 4 or 5 times in a row to try to get the clock stopped.
Centralia Orphans. I don't know if you got that one. I'll let you say it.
Beat Madison tonight 48-45.
Unreal. And now we'll have a timeout, Carbondale. This timeout's presented by Ford Square King City Chrysler Center. Imported from Detroit to Mount Vernon, the Chrysler 200 extends well beyond its midsize shadow with character, comfort, and fuel efficiency. Test drive the all-new remaining 200s at King City Chrysler in Mount Vernon, where you can receive huge cash discounts. 1:29 to go, fourth quarter action. Lady Rams down 35-32 to Carbondale, and they turned the ball over on the previous possession. And Danny, 2 carries, back-to-back possessions, can't happen down the stretch. Now you're going to have to play around that somehow.
No, you can't do those things. And if you want to spring upsets, that's something you cannot do. And Mount Vernon did not take care of the basketball the last couple of times. Couple different defensive looks that Carbondale ran at him, and the problem was he turned the ball over. And with that being the case, tough to possession. Now the key on the clock, as I mentioned, Chris, with 120-something to go here in the fourth quarter. Mount Vernon only has 2 team fouls. So eventually Mount Vernon's going to have to foul to stop the clock, and they are going to have to foul 5 times in order to do that if they don't get a steal off the inbounds here.
This is, of course, 94.1 FM, WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Glad to have you with us. Also online at mywithersradio.com with stream video courtesy of Landers Collision Centers. Give them a call, 1-888 Landers. Almost picked away off of... Wow, Lady Rams almost forced a turnover in the backcourt. Now a foul on Hannah Owens. I can understand on Cuyava maybe from reaching in from behind, but nonetheless, I'd say not necessarily a bad thing. Gives the Lady Rams 3 fouls. 1:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Now Owens trying to get another one. Now Piper reaches in, and that'll be a foul. There you go.
Once the inbounds pass is not stolen by Mount Vernon, they have to foul immediately.
1:14 to play in regulation. Lady Rams are down 3. 35-32. It'll be a side out of bounds for the Carbondale bench front court. Quickly into Scott, almost stolen away by Green. They get it back to the left side. Foul on Owens, her 4th, team's 5th.
Yeah, she needs to lay off a little bit. Somebody else is going to have to jump in. Oh, my.
What?
Creighton shot 78% They were 86% from 3, 14 of 20.
Oh, my. Almost stolen away by the Lady Rams off the pass as Scott was trying to come to the left for Goodale. And I believe that's on Green, her first team 6th. So now you send Carbondale to the line with 1:06 to go in regulation, down 3. Into the backcourt goes the inbound. Stolen away by Lockhart. She'll come up the right side off the steal. Points. No! Rebound will go to the back door. Owens puts it up. Yes! Back within 1 of the Lady Rams. 35-34. Timeout, Mount Vernon. Great pick by Haley Lockhart. Couldn't convert on the basket, but Hannah Owens, a freshman, fights against the defense. Great play from start to finish by Lockhart and Owens to bring it to a 1-point game.
Lockhart heard footsteps, but again, credit the freshman for trailing down the floor and hustling hard.
35-34. Lady Rams within 1. 56 seconds to go. This timeout's presented by Ford Square and King City Chrysler Center, where you can count on us. It is Carbondale 35, Mount Vernon 34. 56 seconds to play here in regulation. We'll see how this one works out. It'll be Carbondale basketball at the timeout. Length of the floor to go. Right side of the bucket. Danny Czerwinski alongside. I'm Chris Hugo. Avery Barton bringing you the high-quality streaming video on MyWithersRadio.com. We have Jesse Clark back at the powerhouse at the studios in Mount Vernon. Danny, big turnover and points for the Lady Rams.
Oh, my. Your favorite NBA player just hit a shot to win the ball game. Now, 35-34. Carbondale has it. Length of the floor to go with 56 seconds left. I believe if Mount Vernon doesn't get the steal, which they're not even going to press, which disallows what I'm going to think, Mount Vernon's going to play defense for a while. Let's just see what defense they throw at them.
They're down 1. Carbondale on top with the basketball. 35-34. 50 seconds. Still not across the timeline. To Scott in the backcourt. Now to Goodale. They just get across. It'll be Goodale racing to the left elbow. Kicks it down low. Here comes McKenna Miller up and in. Back to a 3-point game, 37-34. So much for that. 36 seconds to go. Piper across the timeline. Season on the line. Piper with it at the right elbow, right wing rather. Works it to the top at the circle. 27 seconds to go. Coming around from the left is Lockhart. Lockhart works it over to Green off the right wing. She's trying to dribble in. Shut off. Works her way down low. Bailed out by the foul as she forces up the shot. And to the line to shoot 2 will go Jay Green, down 3 with 18.9 ticks to go.
Yep, you got to make both. Then you have to go for a steal. If you don't get the steal, then got to foul. Take your chances.
18.9 ticks to go in regulation. Lady Rams have got to make the free throws. Green makes the first.
She has 10. Nice game by Jessica tonight.
We're going to have timeout. That kills what I was going to do there, if that's okay. This timeout is presented by Ford Square. It's a New Year celebration at Ford Square. Great New Year offers on a great selection of Fords and Lincolns. It's the newest technology, money-saving fuel economy. And right now, a great deal from Ford Squares. I believe not us, but I am being razzed by some of the dignitaries in attendance. 18.9 ticks to go, down to the Lady Rams, trying to ice the shooter here. Did Carbondale call a timeout?
Yes.
I was looking down, so good time to ice the shooter here. I was looking for my next maneuver, and that was to tell you that Lady Rams basketball is presented by Banterra Bank. Don't bank on the away team. Bank for the locals. Banterra, locally owned and operated. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Glad to have you with us. WMIX, video online at MyWithersRadio.com, which is where we will be Thursday if the Lady Rams can squeak this one out here tonight. Tough task in front of them. Have to make these free throws and then defend or foul. Take us into the huddle.
Well, right now, Mount Vernon has to make the free throw. Be 37-36. If they miss and they don't get a steal or a rebound, you have to foul immediately and then walk the other end. Hopefully, Carbondale doesn't make free throws.
Green at the line, shooting the back end of 2. Down 2 are the Lady Rams, 37-35. Less than 19 seconds to play in regulation. See if Green can knock down the second. It is good. Back within 1, the Lady Rams, 37-36. Carbondale to inbound. It'll be Arment. Length of the floor, gets it into Robinson. Back to Arment in the backcourt. Lockhart goes to foul, going after the basketball. Finally gets a call with 13 flat. I give the Carbondale scorers table a lot of credit. They're quick on the clock in that situation.
It's not even a worry on this end of the building.
They do a great job of running postseason events. 13 seconds to go. Regulation. Arment to the line for the 1 and bonus. It is on the way, and it is good. She'll get a second to try to turn it back into a 3-point ball game.
Big free throw here.
I would say so. Armit trying to connect on the back end. Looking for her 8th point of the ball game, but perhaps her biggest. With 13 seconds to go, it'd make it 39-36. Misses. Rebound to Piper. Piper gets the rebound with 11 seconds. Brings it across the timeline to circle with 8. To the left wing with 7. Timeout, Jeff Lonan.
Good timeout, because that was a forced shot waiting to happen. Well defended, and Piper threw one up with 2 people on it. Yeah, and Mount Vernon was going for the win, as we were told in front of us, and that was a dangerous, dangerous play that Jeff Lonan got a good timeout called in.
6 seconds to go in regulation. It is a 2-point ball game, 38-36. This timeout's presented by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. If this type of ball game doesn't get your heart going, I don't know what will. 38-36, Carbondale on top. It'll be Lady Rams basketball. Side out of bounds in the front court on the far sideline. Wow. You try to work it down low. Do you try to take what you can get? You try to go for the win? What now?
The last 2 games that SIU has played, they've given up 24 of 26 three-pointers.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You know what? At that point, I don't know how you can expect to win a ball game. No team is that hot. I mean, granted, not there to see the defense or possible lack thereof, but that's impressive. It'll be Cuiava to trigger. It's front court, side out of bounds, far side with 6 seconds. Box set for the Lady Rams.
Get a look here. Get one inside, Piper, Lockhart, somebody. What will be the call?
She'll work it into Green with 6. Working it to Owens at the left elbow with 5. To the right elbow, Lockhart. Yes! And we're tied going to overtime. 38-38. Lady Rams force overtime for a second time this season. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will have the overtime for you here on WMIX.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Here at Landers, our main goal has always been to exceed the highest quality expectations of vehicle repair to our customers. This is not limited to just returning your previously damaged vehicle back to you looking better than new, but now we're offering an opportunity to continue providing you with a lifetime service of free details. Just allow us to take care of your damaged vehicle, $2,500 or more, and you will receive our lifetime details offer. We'll restore that showroom shine and that new car smell for the life of your vehicle absolutely free. Now, here's some good fine print the marketing folks left out. We also offer a premium detail service for a low, low price every day. That's right. We'll be more than happy to clean up your ride and get it ready for any occasion. We want you to truly get to know the best. That's why, for the month of February, Landers is offering $20 off of our premium full detail. Big or small, Landers fixes, details them all. Call us at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
This is Mike Grace. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back into Carbondale. Overtime in the regional semifinal number 2. We're tied at 38. We will switch sides and go back at it. It'll be Hannah Owens to jump for the Lady Rams. McKenna Miller for the Terriers. Remind you, Lady Rams, of course, are in their away black tonight with orange trim. Terriers in their home whites with black and silver trim. WMIX online with video at mywithersradio.com. Glad to have you with us all season long, courtesy of Banterra Bank. With Banterra's mobile banking, you can check your accounts online from half court. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. What are they discussing? Jeff Lonan, the official.
Not sure what's going on. So it's a discussion of timeouts is what this is. How many each team has. Each team gets one, and then you add on to the one that you already have.
Well, great discussion then.
Right.
We'll start with 4 on the clock. 4 minutes overtime. 38-38. We'll start with a fresh jump as well. Hannah Owens and McKenna Miller. Left to right go the Lady Rams. Right to left will go the Dogs. Are we ready to go? Yes, we are. Tip will be controlled. Will it? It'll be to Scott, who saves it in the right corner. Brings it across to the wing. Pulls up from 17. Yes. 40-38. Carbondale's on top.
Got to play defense. Cannot leave her open.
Off of the right comes Cheyenne Piper. Works the sideline for Green.
Big emotional high for Mount Vernon to get to overtime. Don't be happy about that now. Take over. Be greedy.
Piper able to shake the defender, going for the aggressive steal. That was Goodale. Brings it around between the circles with the right hand. 3:30 to play in overtime. 40-38. Lady Rams trailed by 2 and almost stolen away. It'll be stolen away by Carbondale. Armit lost it out of bounds, but she didn't say, they're going to say she wasn't out of bounds. Sure as heck looked like it from my vantage point. That's the one place I can see through. Lady Rams had a chance, but they were just as bamboozled as we were. Piper for 3, no. Rebound will be tipped away. It'll go out of bounds off of Armit. It'll remain with the Lady Rams. Lady Rams got a big break there. Not the shot they needed.
No. Got a break and got a rebound. Now Mount Vernon sends in Palmer for Owens, who played well. Probably will be back in shortly.
3:03 to go in overtime. It is 40-38. Lady Rams are down 2. Lockhart made the big bucket to send it to OT. It's into Green just inside the arc on the right side. Now to the wing. Down 2, 40-38. It'll almost stolen away by Carbondale, and we will have a foul on Sarah Gooddale. That will be her second, team's 8th. And to the line for the 1 and bonus goes Cheyenne Piper.
That's a bad foul. Don't need to foul in that situation. You're up 2, play defense. Now Piper has an opportunity to tie the game.
With 2:56 remaining in overtime. Glad to have you with us. Piper's first is good. She'll get a second. 1-point game, 40-39. Man, oh man. If you'd told me tonight we'd go overtime, I'd have told you were crazy. I would have believed, however, the Lady Rams would have a great chance at this one. Split the regular season series. Piper's second is just short. Rebound to Cuiava. Big rebounds, puts it up and in! Off the left block, and the Lady Rams are on top, 41-40. 2:50 to play. Got to defend here. Off to the left, it'll be Elena Robinson. Left wing. Armit's going to check back in to Scott up top, to Williams off of the right wing. Looking around for Miller, who, by the way, has 4 fouls. Up top, it's Gooddale. Back to Scott off of the left. Nice fake there to get to the top of the key. Throws right wing for Williams. 2:30 to play in the fourth. Miller travels with the basketball. Turnover Carbondale.
That's huge for Mount Vernon. Huge.
Got to capitalize, however. Got to capitalize. Some of your fan club in front of us. 2:29 to go in overtime. 41-40.
We got fans just about everywhere.
Just about. Timeout, Jeff Lawton. Brilliant move there. Let Piper get across the timeline and talk it over. Up 1 are the Lady Rams, 41-40. 2:22 to go here in overtime. Danny Czerwinski is alongside. I'm Chris Hugo. Avery Barton with us. Jesse Clark is back in the studio. This timeout is presented by Ford Square of Mount Vernon. You can count on us. 41-40, Lady Rams on top in the overtime period. And that was a big, big turnover there by the Terriers.
Yeah, and now Jeff Lonnie gets that timeout, calms the troops down a little bit to get them under control, sets a play, gets an opportunity to draw something up, show them what he wants done. And again, going back to the play at the end of the regulation, you could not ask for better execution from a basketball team than what the Lady Rams did to get in overtime. Unbelievable from a high school team in a pressure situation like that.
There is no doubt about that. 2:22 to go. Overtime. Lady Rams will have the basketball. Side out of bounds.
I laugh because I've been watching somebody across the way. A fan has read a book the entire time. 3 rows up in the middle of the middle section over there.
We're about done with it, too.
She started, she has read a big chunk of that book, missed a good game.
Lady Rams in the front court. Everybody else is in the back. Piper with it as a circle. Up 41-40, 2:14 to play in overtime. Got to play to win, not to lose. Cuiava with it up top. Made that big bucket to put the Lady Rams on top. Off of the offensive rebound. Into the left corner for Cuiava from Palmer. Now back left wing for Lockhart. She'll dribble all the way back to the timeline. Got to be careful here. Clears the defender. Pulls up in the paint. Shot's good. Lady Rams are up a tray. 43-40 with 1:52 to go. And here comes across the timeline Sarah Gooddale. Steps to the right elbow. Now gives back up top to Armit. 1:44 to play in overtime. Looking back to the left side. Overtime action presented by Banterra Bank. Banking with local style as Robinson kicks it back to the right wing for Gooddale. Miller pulls up from inside the right elbow. It's good. It's a 1-point game again as we hit the 1:28 mark of overtime. Piper across the timeline, right of the circle with 1:19 to go in OT. Off of the left wing. It is Kelby Cuiava. Season on the line in this regional semifinal. Looking back to the top. Green will get it from Lockhart. Left of the circle as we hit 1:06. Bounce pass to Palmer near the right wing with 1:03. Into the corner, it was Lockhart. We drop below 1 minute to go here in overtime. 43-42 is the Lady Ram lead over Carbondale. It would be a seeded upset if the Lady Rams are able to hang on here. They would play Centralia on Thursday. Between the circles to the left side, it goes to Palmer. Now slips it to Lockhart, coming around from the sideline with 43 seconds. Hands off to Green, left of the circle. Steps to the wing. Gives back to the circle, of course, for Haley Lockhart. Dribbles through, and that's going to be a foul on Lacey Arment, her third, team's ninth. Haley goes to the line to shoot the one in bonus.
Make free throws, Chris. You make free throws, you get to play another day.
Man, oh man, 35.6 ticks to go in overtime. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service of Withers Broadcasting. As we near the bottom of the hour. Lockhart's first is good. Rims in. Looked like it was going to bounce long off the back frame. Drops right through. It's a 2-point ball game. Looking to make it 3.
Getting tighter over here to our left. Being at home, having to win.
Looking to make the second. Overcompensated. Rebound will be tipped away. Cuiava recovered by Green. That'll be a foul.
Yep.
And now Jay Green goes to the line to shoot 1 in bonus. Or will it be 2?
2 shots.
I was making sure they weren't quick on the scoreboard. It will be the 10th foul. Green to the line to shoot 2. She can make it a 2-possession ball game with 33.3 seconds to go, and I can't imagine surely a timeout coming.
Momentum has swung to Mount Vernon.
I would say so, and it all started. How many buzzer beaters? Green made 1 at the half and 1 at the end of 3.
3.
Lockhart a big one as Green makes the first. It is a 3-point lead now as Green has 12. And Danny, I cannot imagine as we have a timeout presented by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Jessica Green has to be in contention to be the Community First Bank player of the game with those big buzzer beaters.
I think that she's going to be the front runner at this point heading into turn 4 and down the stretch they come at this point. But again, you're still 33 seconds out. This big free throw here, you make it, you get up 4, then the pressure gets on that other side a little bit and see what they do for a while. What a job by Mount Vernon.
You ever notice? It seems like out of it, Jeff Lonnan is a timeout master. One stat I'm going to start keeping next year, I think, is runs that the Lady Rams go on after a Jeff Lonnan timeout. Green at the line to shoot the back end of 2, trying to make it a 2-possession ball game in overtime. In case you're just joining us, it's 45-42. Lady Rams on top against Carbondale in a regional semi. Makes the second. 46-42. Green has 13. 33 seconds to go in overtime. Here come the Terriers down 4. Goodale across the timeline up top. Off to the right wing. Trying to get a shot off. Now looks for Scott coming around. Left-hand dribble. Gets to the inside. Travel double dribble. And that'll be a turnover. And Carbondale has lost all signs.
Yep.
They have some future Rams in front of us ready to celebrate.
Well, they have panicked. And when you panic at this time of year, pressure yourselves, you make mistakes like that.
If the Lady Rams hang on, we are back here Thursday night, video and all. Courtesy of Landers Collision Center. Give them a call, 1-888-Landers. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Another timeout. This timeout, again, courtesy of Ford Square and King City Chrysler in Mount Vernon. 22 seconds to go here in overtime. 46-42, Lady Rams on top. Possession out of the timeout, the length of the floor to go after the timeout, or the turnover on Carbondale. And another big turnover by the Terriers.
Nice game. Another turnover by Carbondale. They have had 2 turnovers in this overtime. They had 4 in the fourth quarter. In fact, 8 in the second half in these 2, so makes 10 in the last 20 minutes of play. That will not win you games, home or on the road. And let me tell you, it is not any fun to host postseason, and you're a player or coach, you don't get to play or coach in it. That's what Carbondale is staring at right now on a Thursday night.
I will agree with that wholeheartedly. 46-42, Lady Rams by 4. Not over yet. 22 seconds to go in overtime. Lady Rams have rebounded nicely after giving up the opening points of the overtime period. Up 4. Cuiava will inbound right of the basket. Box set, spread out. It'll have to find somebody. It's into Lockhart. Lockhart against Scott, being forced against the sideline. Be tugged by Robinson, and Haley goes to the line to shoot 2. That is the second on Robinson. I think one of the keys to this ball game, Danny, has been the 4 fouls of McKenna Miller. Not only one of their best post players, one of their best defenders.
She couldn't get as aggressive on both ends of the floor, and that kind of throws your defense off when one of your better players can't play the way she'd like to.
Lockhart will rock the first one. Hit the front iron, bounce back down through the back, and it's a 5-point ball game, 47-42. This second one's big. Means you have to go for 2 threes.
Yep.
But still keeps it a 2-possession ball game. If she makes it, it's gone the way. It's good. 48-42. 18.4 ticks to go in overtime. Up the right sideline comes Goodale with it. Trying to find Williams, almost stolen away. Wide open is Scott. 3 from the left side. No good. Rebound will go to Miller. Miller stripped on the way up. They're going to call a foul on Kelvin Criava. 7.8 seconds to go in overtime. 48-42 to the line to shoot to McKenna Miller.
At this point, it's pert near academic based on time and whatever else.
Time and time wasted.
Unless Mount Vernon just does something silly with a basketball.
Miller makes the first. 48-43. They're within 5. 7.8 seconds to go. Makes the second. 48-44. Quick inbound. It'll come to Piper. Robinson will foul Piper in the backcourt. Cheyenne to the line to shoot 2.
It's over. It's not a thing Carbondale can do right now. 5 seconds to go. Length of the floor to go. No matter if Piper makes 2, misses 2, goes 1 for 2, it's over. There's not a thing they can do by the time they get the ball to the floor.
So Piper goes to the line to shoot both. 5.2 seconds to go in overtime, presented by Banterra Bank. First one's on the way and good. 49-44.
No night off on Thursday.
Nope.
We're back at it.
It'll be Withers broadcasting night here.
Yes, it
Ryan
will.
Roddy might join us for the ride down. Second one's on the way. It's good. 50-44. 4 seconds to go. Carbondale across the timeline. Left elbow turnaround J is good by Miller at the buzzer. And the Lady Rams upset Carbondale here on their home floor. 50-46 is your final in overtime. We'll tell you all about it in the Bean Insurance postgame show. It is next.
Hello, my name's Richard. When my wife had a heart attack, every second felt like an eternity. I wasn't thinking about what hospital had outstanding results or first-class facilities. All I cared about was getting her help back. Thankfully, I didn't have to think about those things. The ambulance took us to Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. From the second we were admitted, I knew she was in great hands. My wife was immediately treated by an experienced cardiologist. I have no doubt the folks at Good Samaritan saved my wife's life that day. It wasn't until later that I realized Good Samaritan rates 20% faster than the national average in response time. And they work directly with the prestigious Open Heart program at Washington University. In 2013, Good Samaritan will be opening an all-new regional health center, making their heart care even greater. We're thankful that such quality care exists right here in Southern Illinois.
Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising a bar.
Are you dog tired of hunting for the right bank? People's National Bank is positive. We have all the banking services you're searching for. You'll be sitting pretty when you hear about all of the convenient services People's National Bank has to offer. Looking for a place to bury your bones? We have safety deposit boxes too. Stop by 413 South 34th Street, 4522 Main Street in Mount Vernon to start banking with the best bank in Jefferson County. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Dodge dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. The 2012 Dodge Avenger. It is a sedan that counters the traditional vision of the segment itself. Technology, power, fuel efficiency, safety, its attitude sets it apart from all other contenders. Here's to the four-door that works double time to ensure that you are getting big-time results from a mid-size package. The 2012 Dodge Avenger. 40-looking mid-size sedan with up to 37 miles per gallon and awesome incentives right now at King City Chrysler. Receive up to $3,000 rebate or 0% up to 72 months right now. Come in today and let's talk, have a cup of coffee, and let's deal at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where you can count on us.
If I could change anything, you know what I'd change? I'd make it a law that if you tell someone to have a nice day, you really have to mean it, 100%.
Making your day better than it started out is what makes Erie Insurance above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. And have a nice day.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon is the Beam Insurance Agency. Get Get a quote at beaninsurance.net.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball on WMIX. The Bean Insurance postgame show starts now.
And welcome back to Carbondale Community High School. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams pull off the upset in overtime, 50-46 over Carbondale. They are back here in a regional championship on Thursday night. That'll be a 7:15 pregame, 7:30 tip right here on WMIX with video online at mywithersradio.com. We sure hope you'll join us or join us down here in Carbondale to support the Lady Rams. It'll be the Lady Rams and the Annies on Thursday night. We'll talk with Jeff Londen here in the Bean Insurance postgame show in just a moment. Bean Insurance is an independent agency that can do the insurance shopping for you. They have multiple top insurance companies from which to choose with great rates for your family. Call Bean Insurance at 244-BEAN. That's 244-BEAN. Danny, the Lady Rams pulled off what many thought would be the unthinkable after the way the game started off, but give a lot of credit to Jessica Green. 2 buzzer beaters on the night. Haley Lockhart, of course, drained a basket at the right elbow with a second left. Time expired before the ball inbounded to send it to overtime, and then the entire team made free throws down the stretch.
Well, the key was being poised and running the play at the end of regulation the way that Mount Vernon did so very well was important in this one, and that got them back in it. You could tell Carbondale was struggling. When Miller got her 4th foul, she couldn't be as aggressive as she wanted to be on either end of the floor, and when that happened, Carbondale was kind of taken out of their rhythm, and you could see it change over, and Mount Vernon came out of here with a win and advanced to a regional final on Thursday night.
A regional final indeed. We have a lot to tell you about here in the Bean Insurance postgame show. We'll get you some scoring and stats in just a moment and tell you how the Lady Rams beat Carbondale in overtime here tonight by a final of 50-46. We will go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we will have that scoring and stats. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professional. Pekin Insurance.
When you want the best, think the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. The Orthopedic Center has the unique distinction of being one of only 2 non-academic accredited orthopedic teaching and research facilities in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's Good Samaritans Centralia campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the
At A1 Fast Filers, our highly trained staff is dedicated to quality service and fast results with pricing starting at just $25. Our experienced professionals will work with you to get your tax refund promptly and guarantee that quality will not be sacrificed with speed. When you need your tax refund fast, we guarantee to have it ready with direct deposits available on all refunds. Walk in at 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, or call A1 Fast Filers, 244-7081, to speak with a friendly tax representative today.
For more scores and insights, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Now back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back inside Carbondale Community High School. Mount Vernon Lady Rams get the big win here tonight over the Carbondale Terriers, 50-46 in overtime. As we work to get Jeff Londen a headset, he will join us here on the Bean Insurance postgame show. Chances are you're paying too much for auto insurance. Discounts away to Bean Insurance, 242-6017. That's 242-6017. Coach Londen joins us now. Wow, what an effort tonight. Lady Rams win this one, upset Carbondale, gets Centralia on Thursday.
Yeah, what a great, just a great team win. Even the kids who didn't play are excited in the locker room. 2 kids that didn't see the floor are crying in there. I mean, that's great to see. It's great to see. This is a really it's a neat sport to coach whenever things go well, and it's it almost makes the highs worth it because there are a lot of lows. But this is one part of it that makes it worth it is pulling off a win like this and on their home court when they're the higher seed. And yeah, that was an upset. There's no question. We've not. I can't remember last time we've won down here. It's been a while, not since I've been the coach here anyway. So our kids just did a great job.
How would you describe the execution of your team, especially down the stretch?
Defensively, it was almost flawless, except for Miller. Miller got to us, but they kept setting a little brush screen down there on Miller, and we didn't show and get back a couple times, and she hurt us. But I would say our defensive execution in the second half was probably as good as it's been all year long. We just didn't give them much at all, and I thought the pace really changed because of that. Hey, they're a transition team. They want to get out and go and beat you down the floor, and it all starts with Goodale. So if you can't stop the ball with Goodale, you're in trouble. And Kelby Quiaba really did a great job flattening her out as she came across the half line when she was basically in full sprint about 30 times tonight. And Kelby was there every time to flatten her out and not let her get to the paint. And then they had to set up offense. And when they have to set up offense, they're a little bit like us. They struggle to score a little bit. And they do have some shooters. They probably have more shooters than we do, pure shooters. But we were in their face. We didn't give them looks. And I would say just our execution, probably at least on the defensive end, was as good as it's been all year, in my opinion, Danny, against a tough team to guard who's very athletic, probably a little more athletic than us. Offensively, I don't know. I mean, they were overplaying everything. We couldn't get into any of our sets. It was just a deal where we had to have an athlete make a play here and there, and we did. So that's what these things come down to a lot of times.
Well, the play at the end of the fourth quarter was well drawn up. Who drew up the three at the end of the third quarter to heave Ho off the glass?
That was me.
Okay.
That was me. That's anytime Jay Green gets it in her. He didn't draw that up, but I did. I will tell you this: anytime that we need a desperation shot, the ball goes to her. That is coached. We do tell her that, and that's the reason. She has a knack for that. You saw you weren't there, but you had other things to do. But we had.
Which night was that?
Giving him a hard time. Freeburg. If you remember, she threw the ball in against Freeburg from an ungodly angle at about 30 feet, and I don't think you were there either, Hugo. Come to think,
I saw the first half.
But anyway, I've seen her do that. She did that against who was that? The other overtime game we had against Highland. She threw a 3 in from out of nowhere. She has a knack for that, and that's the ball goes to her hands in desperation situations. The play at the end of regulation was a play drawn up against man. It was a play that I saw playing against Carlisle again when I was at Benton about 7 or 8 years ago. They ran a play from the side to beat us. It was against man, and whenever I knew we needed one, that play popped in my head for some reason down there in the huddle because I remember that I liked it. I drew it up. We went out and they switched to zone. So basically, we were going to go ahead and run the play and see what we could get, and it just so happened that the spots that we kind of broke to worked, and Haley got a nice clean jumper in the paint, which is kind of what we were looking for anyway. We're looking actually for a throw to the high post and a high-low down to Hannah or Haley, depending on which one came up. So that worked out. That's again, it's an athlete making a play.
Long bus trip back.
Yeah,
got to come down off this high. You got a day.
Yeah. Well, it is a high, but we got more basketball to play, and we got to make sure that we reel them back in and don't. We can't be satisfied with this, and that's the tough thing about postseason play. Every win you get, you're so high, and it's just this feeling of great satisfaction, and you win enough of these along the way, and you start to become aware of the fact that you can't do that because Centralia is right around the corner. So we got to get them reeled back in tomorrow, make sure they understand what the opportunity is at hand. The Lady Rams will be playing for a regional championship on Thursday night, and I invite the entire town of Mount Vernon who's listening anyway, and if you are listening and you know people who aren't, call them, get them down here. We're going to try to win a regional, and we are going to be the underdog. We are the 3 seed. Centralia's the 1. We've played them twice. They've beat us twice. But we're on a neutral court. Both teams have great hearts, big hearts, play hard, going to be a great game.
I think it will be.
Yeah.
Lon and I really don't have anything to say to you, but congratulations. I'm proud of you, proud of the girls. That was an emotional game. And,
It was.
I'm just a happy fan of your guys right now.
Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys fighting for us and getting it on stream. And I know my cousin in California listens and watches, and my mother, and at least my family anyway, appreciate it, and I hope a lot of other people do too. And we hope to see you back. Hopefully Thursday anyway.
We'll be here Thursday.
We're here.
And if something happens that you win Thursday, which hopefully you will, obviously, we'll make it work to make sure we get you on the rest of the way.
Well, we're going to do the best we can, and that's all we can do. So we appreciate you coming.
Glad to be here.
And we'll be back Thursday night.
Congratulations, Lana.
Thanks.
50-46, of course, is your final in overtime. Lady Rams get their 16th win of the year in upset, thrilling fashion. We have some Heartland Accounting post-game stats we've got to get to which we've got to get. How about that?
Whatever, yeah.
Let's go with that.
Sure. Okay, Mount Vernon was 12 of 28 from two-point range, 43%, 4 of 10 from the arc for 40. Lady Rams were 16 of 38 from the field for 42%. Carbondale was 18 of 28 from two-point range, 64%, 2 of 10 from the arc for 20%. The Terriers were 20 of 38 from the field for 53%. Free throws shooting a big difference. Mount Vernon 14 of 18 for 78%, including 4 of 4 in the fourth quarter and 8 of 10 in overtime. Carbondale was 4 out of 7 for 57%. Rebounding went to Carbondale, 26-21. Turnovers, Carbondale had 17, 10 in the second half. Mount Vernon had 5 in each half, 4 10. The Terriers had several people score in the ball game. There was Lacey Armand had 7, Sarah Goodale with 8. Then you had a big game, and it was a big game here from McKenna Miller with 21. Lauren Scott had 10 for the Terriers. For the Lady Rams, they had 5 players score in the game. Leading the way was Haley Lockhart and Jessica Green with 13. Cheyenne Piper had 11. Kelby Kuyava 7. And Hannah Owens with 6 to give you a final score of, in overtime, Mount Vernon 50, Carbondale 46. The Lady Rams will play for a regional championship here in this gym on Thursday night against the Centralia Annies at 7:30.
Get started right. Let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B. Your small business expert. Not much left to do here. We owe you a Community First Bank player of the game. 50-46, your final. Lady Rams win it in overtime, upsetting Carbondale. Beat Insurance postgame show continues in a moment. This is Lady Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hey, moms and dads, don't stay up at night trying to figure out how to pay for your kids' education. There's no need to worry. I send my kids to Rend Lake College. RLC offers the same high-quality education as a four-year school at a fraction of the cost. Plus, they get to stay close to home. Tuition, room, and board are like $19,000 every year at the 4 years, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. At RLC, tuition, books, and supplies are only approximately $4,000. That's Math 101. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, they have the exact courses your kids need to be well on their way to a great career. Give your college-bound child the quality education they deserve without breaking the bank. Friends Lake College is the right choice. Whether your student plans to transfer to a university or train for direct entry into the workforce, call RLC at 437-5321 to speak to a counselor. I actually logged on to rlc.edu. That's rlc.edu.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon Island. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball on WMIX. Time for the Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game.
And welcome back to Carbondale. Lady Rams win this regional semifinal tonight in overtime, 50-46. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski online at myweathersradio.com and, of course, with you on WMIX. Time to get your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. But, Danny, I think we pretty well agreed in the fourth quarter, in overtime, whom it would be. But
Jessica Green is the pick. She made a shot, at the end of halftime, and a shot at the end of the third quarter.
Yep.
The show rolls on.
There you go.
Green.
And it'll roll on to Thursday night. We hope you'll join us here on WMIX, video on myweathersradio.com, courtesy of Landers, Collision Centers. We'll be back here Thursday night. Lady Rams in a regional championship against the Annies of Centralia. We'll be back here. 50-46 your final in overtime. Mount Vernon over Carbondale girls regional semi. For Danny Czerwinski, for Avery Barton, for Jesse Clark, for everyone at Withers Broadcasting, thank you for listening and watching to Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball here on WMIX, presented by Banterra Bank. 50-46 your final in overtime. Lady Rams back on Thursday. Good night from Carbondale.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball on WMIX. And watch